Hi guys, Tungsten here. So today we're going to take a look at the Rival Fate. Right, so this is the new line of Rival Blaster. So let's just take a look at the box itself first. So as usual, you have the basic information. You have the new darts, as well as some information about the rear adjustable sight. So we have seen on the Pathfinder, you also have some sort of a rear adjustment. So let's take a look at this one, whether is it good enough. Also for the FPS, it actually states that it's also up to 90 FPS, right? So we have seen the Pathfinder, it actually went beyond 90. So let's take a look at the FPS later as well. So this is again the Nerf Rival Fate 22, year 2022, and this is 100, so it's actually a one round blaster. Right, so let's get it out of the box and we can continue with the review. Right, now that we get the blaster out of the box, let's take a closer look. So this comes with 3 rounds, and basically the rounds are being redesigned. If you watch my Pathfinder video, you know that the differences between this and the old yellow dust from Rival. Right, so let's take a closer look at this blaster itself. So it does come with a safety over here. Pushing forward will be the lock position. Now, but it's not in a position that is comfortable if you're right-handed over here. To access it, I don't know, you have to do some gymnastics with your finger to reach it, right? Even for left-hander, it's not going to be a very simple process as well. As you can see, you do have to stretch and do this. So yeah, a very awkward position, but I guess it's due to the design limitation, so they have to put a safety here. That's what I thought. Now this blaster does come with a rear adjustment sight. So again, the rear, okay, you can line up with the front side over here. Okay, should be fine. All right, okay, right, should be easy to line up. Okay, but then again, okay, if we take a closer look, okay, of this thing over here, you actually have okay, including the first position. If you move it back, okay, there are like 10 possible position over there. Right, a good thing about this is at least it locked into position, so you can retain the so-called position of the kind of, you can memorize the position that you are comfortable with for this rear side to line up with the front side. Now, but the thing is, okay, the instruction is actually not very good. So let me just point out to you what do I mean by that. So they talk about this rear positioning kind of system over here. It says, okay, is it focus? Okay, if the round fire above or below where you're aiming, adjust the rear side to improve the aim of your shot. I mean, it's as good as not saying anything, right? I mean, I'll appreciate if you were to tell me if my object is further, maybe I have to move the sight further up so that the blaster can tilt at a certain angle so that the rounds can go further. Now, if it's closer to you, maybe you have to move it back so that the blaster is being tilted down. But it doesn't say that, so it's up to you. And I realized something, alright? So this portion over, yes is at an incline, right? So the higher you go, of course, the rear side will go higher. And now at the very top position, it's actually, I feel that it's actually level with the front side, right? Okay, kind of level. So if you were to aim it, your blaster is probably going to like just level. Okay, it's not tilting upwards. Okay, it's just going to be level. Then you move it down, it's going to be slightly downwards, something like that. So so basically, if you push it all the way up, you're just going to shoot it like as if it's parallel to the ground, right? So we know that the round is just going to like that, right? So I think it's not very helpful. So if you want to do it, I might as well, you do it all the way whereby you can adjust a lot more higher, such that when you aim, you can actually help you to adjust the blaster at a certain angle pointing upwards. Then it may be able to guide you if you're shooting something further, but that's not the case. So I believe this is like, if you push it all the way forward, it's just going to be level. I don't know, later on we'll have to take a look. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So a pity. So I was hoping that it can help you do something like a good angle to tell you, at a certain distance, this is where you're supposed to position. Yeah, so that's that. So let's go to the operation part of this. Very simple. All right, you can open the lock, okay, but in fact, if you're locked, you can still prime. Okay, and when you prime, okay, this portion will spring out. So I think just now you did not see the springing out version. Let me just do it again. the good thing about this blaster is if you're prime, you want to deprime, you just simply pull back, pull your trigger, and you can release it slowly. So that's one good thing about this blaster, you can deprime. So again, at this position, okay, you pull to us. Now when you prime, look at that, okay, you have to pull a little bit more before this eject, right? So yeah, so you have to pull a little bit more, then you eject, and then you can put this round in. Okay, so it does go in very nicely. Okay, okay, I think my thing is not focusing that well. Anyway, okay, so then you push it back, then you're ready to go. Okay, it doesn't retract or anything, it just stay here, and you can actually fire off. Okay, oh right, so that's how it works. So yeah, so again, pull out. Okay, it doesn't spring out, you have to pull a little bit more, then you spring out, and then put it in. Okay, shove it back in, and then you fire off. Right, so now one thing to note is when you prime, okay, even at this opening position, okay, if you're not careful, if you press the trigger, you still fire off, right? So yeah, so that's something you have to take note of. Okay, even if you know this thing is being spring out, you'll still be able to fire off, but it's not gonna it's not going to be dangerous or anything, because your finger, even your finger is here, there's nothing that's going to trap your finger when you fire off, right? Yeah, just something to take note of. Right, so again, you can prime, okay, you can deprime. Okay, so I think that's a good thing. Now you might be thinking, oh, this feature may not be too good, right? You wanted it to say that, okay, you should once it's prime, you should spring out. I have a different opinion. Now since we have this ability, right, okay, if you are in the modding scene, okay, we can always I believe we can do something that we can attach to the front itself, those type whereby we can store short darts, and you can even prepare a few, like 3 in a row, kind of short darts, if you know what I mean. Okay, you can string the 3 short dart, and imagine if we do that for short dart, we have a brass barrel, and then we can push it back, and then we can fire off, right? And then there will be 2 left, or no, and then we can actually prime, not pull it all the way. This doesn't spring out, the 2 short dart is still inside, and then you can actually fire off again, and then you can pull, prime again, and then you have 1 left, and then you can fire off again. So this will give me the opportunity, or I believe a good opportunity, to develop some attachment in front, whereby be it a longer one that can store maybe 4 or 5 short darts, and you have immediately a modded kind of blaster whereby you can shoot small darts, and you can shoot, okay, in terms of capacity you develop, and with a stronger spring, maybe this have really good potential. So I'm pretty excited about this, even more so than the Pathfinder. Now that I've seen this, I'm not too sure whether I get my kind of explanation across, but it certainly can be done. Yeah, I'm not surprised if okay, there are already people doing it. Anyway, I digress a little bit. Alright, so in terms of aesthetic, okay, pretty nice. I like the color scheme, and over here, not too sure you can see. Oh yeah, okay, so you can see a little bit of texture. Okay, almost like your worker orange magazine. There's this kind of certain texture which I like, and then of course the handle itself has a different texture, which again I appreciate. Okay, so there is a variation of texture, again, that gives the so-called the blaster a nice aesthetic look. Okay, so over here, unfortunately there's no rail or anything, but again, okay, we probably can figure out something if we want to design a attachment rail. Okay, unfortunately there's no sling. Okay, it will be good if you have some sling. Okay, I don't consider this as a sling, this is too small. Okay, so all in all, I like this blaster, and because of the simple shape, okay, a pretty square or something like that, again, it is very easy, probably pretty easy for you to develop something to holster this fella over here. All right, and yeah, and even design something to yeah, capture this. You can see my excitement. I think I really like this blaster pretty much. So let's go for the FPS, and for the FPS, I think I'm just going to try with the brown darts as well as the yellow rival darts. I think I will not try the so-called third party, because I feel that the performance is not that well. So so let's go ahead check out the FPS. Alright, so final thoughts. I'm pretty surprised that the yellow rounds have a better side edge over the FPF over the blue one. But when I went out for a kind of a firing test, I'm not too sure whether is it me that I subconsciously wanted the blue rounds to perform better. But I do feel that the blue round does hold its flight path better than the yellow. The yellow seems to either sway to the left or no, sometimes to the right. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe it's my subconscious, but I do really feel that the blue round does hold its flight path better. Now, in terms of distance and it seems like it is on par with the path finder, which is also pretty surprising. So the only advantage the pathfinder have over the Fate is basically it has a magazine. So initially I thought, okay, what's the purpose of another rival blaster, which is the Vision? Now I kind of think of it now. Could the Vision be the best of both worlds, whereby you have a capacity inbuilt kind of capacity as well as the power of in between, or even close to the Pathfinder as well as the Fate. Right, so in terms of potential, I do feel that the Fate have quite a fair bit of potential, and you can really do something with it. Right, so it is a recommend from me. Okay, I like it. I like the look. I like the feel. I like the playability of it. Right, like I say, the only downside is it is a one shot kind of blaster. But well, you only need one shot to take someone out. I'm Tungsten. Thanks for watching. Bye.